bom dia, like good day, good morning, I think. What else? I don't know a lot of Portuguese, clearly. My name is Virginia. I'm going to be learning Portuguese. I speak Spanish fairly fluently. I grew up speaking Spanish at home. My parents spoke to me since I was little. I don't practice it much anymore, so it's a little rusty, but I think the fact that I already know Spanish is going to help me with learning Portuguese. So I want to learn Portuguese to be able to connect with my 3-year-old goddaughter, whose first language is Portuguese. Her mother is one of my best friends, Rachel. We've known each other for many years. And yeah, it's important for me to be able to communicate with her daughter. It's a very special relationship for me. My strategy for learning Portuguese is to use the Babbel app for 15 minutes a day for 3 weeks. So by the end of this 3-week challenge, I hope to be able to have at least simple conversations with my 3-year-old goddaughter, Sarah. I think it's gonna be really fun to be able to actually speak to her in her native language and play with her and communicate by phone, because also she lives in Miami. And so whenever I see her in person, it's easier to have an interaction by playing with her. But when it's on the phone, obviously then it becomes about speaking. So I think it's really gonna change our connection and bring us closer together. And that's really, really exciting for me. I'm super excited to get started. So I'm on lesson 6 of Brazilian Portuguese using Babbel, and decided to do my lesson today while waiting for my toenail polish to dry. Good use of time. I'm finding that the writing of the correct translations and the kind of listening and choosing the right answers and those kinds of exercises come more easily to me. What I'm having actually a lot of trouble with is the pronunciation aspect. Go figure. Today I took a lesson on the pronunciation of the letter G, and yeah, I got a lot of it wrong. It was very challenging, and it's just not coming so easily to me. So I'm gonna have to work on that. There's a lot of rules around this. I'm not gonna attempt it now. It is tricky, so I need to work on the pronunciation and probably have to revisit some of those lessons again. And really kind of refining that. So we'll see how it goes. The learning's going well. I feel like I'm making progress daily, and it doesn't feel like binge learning. It feels like I'm actually like absorbing what I'm studying, which is really enlightening. It's motivating. I also find like it's kind of addicting, to be honest. I find myself like on the train using the app, and then it's time for me to get off my stop, and I get out and I'm walking and I'm still like wanting to finish the lesson and like almost running into people on the street and stuff. So I have to like put it down actually, which is really positive. What's going well for me is finding the time to do some sort of daily practice with the app. Even if it's not a full lesson, there's been like 1 or 2 days where I only did like half a lesson and like 5 minutes in between doing things, but I still felt good about it because I'm committed to like that daily habit. And I think ultimately that's what's gonna give me a good result at the end of this, is just committing to that like daily consistent practice. So what's been surprising to me about using the Babbel app for my learning is the woman that speaks Portuguese in the app actually sounds a lot like my friend Rachel. And it's funny because I feel like I'm hearing her talk, but it also feels like super native. And obviously the person that's speaking in the app is a native Brazilian Portuguese speaker. And so it feels like very natural and real. And I found that was like I'm surprised at how much of a difference that made for me. So I don't have like a favorite lesson, but I like the review manager a lot. I think it's great that it's personalized to your learning, and so it's giving you the phrases that it wants you to see that are applicable to what you've already studied, so that you can make sure you're really like drilling those words and phrases into your brain and you feel good about it, that you actually learn them. So I fit my lessons on my commute to work, or either to or from work, depending. And then sometimes in between something else, like waiting in line at Starbucks or waiting for my boyfriend to finish getting ready so we can leave and go to dinner, or something like this, like just like sort of like a waiting period. So I'm here on my friend's rooftop where I like to kind of come and hang out sometimes when I get some free time to read or whatnot. So I decided, why not do a Babble lesson here? I'm actually really excited because I'm starting the second beginner course, which is on like learning how to talk about your daily routine, how to talk about vacations, transportation, just kind of like these everyday topics that I think would be really useful for communicating with little Sarah. So I'm really kind of like amping up my preparation to kind of be able to chat with her about her day, what her routine is like, maybe what she's excited about, and you know, make that connection. So I think this course is going to be really groundbreaking for me. And I'm excited to get started with my first lesson in this course. It's going to be totally new material. Also, on another note, very exciting that my pronunciation is getting better, or I'm getting more comfortable speaking. Either way, I'm feeling good about it, and yeah, I'm ready for the next course. So I put myself to the test and called Rachel, my friend, and my goddaughter Sarah. Oi, Sara! Tudo bem? Hi! O que você faz, Sara?
Tomando chocolate.
Chocolate? Como é o seu dia?
Fui pra escola.
Sim?
Você está aprendendo português?
Sim.
Para ela poder conversar melhor contigo.
It was really nice. It felt like natural. I didn't feel like nervous. I felt happy that I could say like a few things, and I think Rachel was really impressed too. And it made me feel really good. I felt already like connected more to Sarah, and just that I could like talk even a few things in Portuguese to her. The most important thing is that I've made like tremendous progress, and I feel good about like what I'm learning and where I'm at right now. I definitely want to keep studying Portuguese. I know I have the capacity to really, you know, expand my vocabulary and be able to communicate with Sarah, especially as she gets older and we want to have like more deeper conversations about all sorts of stuff. So Portuguese is an important language for me, and I for sure want to keep studying it. Estou com fome. Eu não tomei café de manhã. Estou gostando de falar português.